Every year, Black Friday is upon us. There are so many apps it can get overwhelming knowing which ones to check out. So what I'm going to do here is go through 13 of the coolest apps that are on sale right now here in November 2021. Here's the problem with the regular camera app that you have on your iPhone. It doesn't have a lot of options. You can't do things like control your audio. You can't do things like adjust the camera you're using, adjust the focal length and make sure that that stays in place. It's good, but it's not great. You know what is great and what I use when I'm on the go and I want to use something better? It is this one. It is MoviePro, Pro Video Camera. And it is at the moment, it is on sale. So it is $4.99 US dollar bucks, which is usually $9.99. And this is one of the cheapest prices that you're going to find. Now, what I'm going to be using to show these is a website called appsliced.com. So you can just go to appsliced.co, in fact. So you can go to appsliced.co and sign up and follow along. All of these are linked down in the description as well. But if you come over here, this is it in the App Store. It is a very, very cool app, and I highly recommend it. Get some pretty good ratings there, and it does a lot of things for you. Like I say, if you're using your an external microphone, it has things like audio leveling. It has the ability to monitor your audio. It has a whole bunch of presets, and it just makes your webcam makes your camera on your iPhone next level. It really increases the quality of that. So MoviePro is a great option. And here's something that we just discovered as well, is that the MoviePro remote app is currently free. So normally you'll pay $10 for the MoviePro app and $5 for the remote. At the moment, $5 for the camera and the remote is free. So even if you're at some stage, you do have a few ads here on AppsLice, even if at some stage you might get MoviePro, download the remote now and get it for free. And that way, if you don't decide to buy it right now, in the future, if you want it, you can go ahead and do that. This is one that I've actually been considering for a while. This is the biggest competitor to MoviePro, and it's called FiLMiC Pro. Yes, it's another video camera app. Yes, it has its own remote as well that you can check out there. So I've been considering this one. Now, it is pretty cheap at the moment. It has gone on sale for $4.99 before, as you can see here on AppsLiced, but $7.99 is pretty good for this one at the moment. And what does it do? Well, it does all the same stuff as MoviePro does. So do you need both? Not really, but it does have the same sort of functionality. So if you want complete control over your camera and being able to do that, you can do it. Now, let's see, just for my Australian friends, let's see if I did want to buy it, how much it would actually cost me. I used to know all the conversions, so when it was $7.99, I'd know exactly what that would cost here in Australia. So it is for $12.99. So for my Australian friends, $12.99 for FiLMiC Pro, and then you can see there that you've got there's a bundle there. Don't get the bundle. Here's the thing, at the moment, your bundles, so your bundle is $30.99, but check this out. If you bought the camera and the app separately, you'd only be spending $21. Folks, convince me. Those that love NanoStudio and use NanoStudio, it is on sale right now. NanoStudio 2 by Blip Interactive, $19.99 down to $9.99. So it is pretty cheap. And it does say here that it can get down to $5.99, but I think that $10 for NanoStudio is pretty good. Now, I don't use NanoStudio, but some very cool artists that I love, such as Russ8889, right here in the community, they do use NanoStudio. And I've been very super tempted to pick it up. And if I'm going to pick it up, it should be now. So what do you reckon? Let me know. We're recording this video live. So if enough people say, yes, Pete, you need to try NanoStudio, we'll buy it live here on the show, because it is $14.99 here in Australia. And folks like Russ loves NanoStudio. Jade Star thinks NanoStudio 2 rocks. Buy this. Just get AudioShare. It's usually $5. Right now it is $3. $3 for AudioShare. It is the best $3 you will ever spend for your creations in iOS. I use AudioShare on the daily. In fact, let's jump over and just prove that I use AudioShare. So this is where I put all my audio. This is my holding zone for all the audio that I'm using. Audio from songs, audio where I'm trying to remove vocals, audio for my videos, the masters for my whole albums. Everything goes into AudioShare. Why? because it's just a one-stop shop. You can store it, you can set your folders, and then you can come in here and you can play. Because we're all just a work in progress. Directly from here, you've got a bunch of simple but very effective editing tools like normalizing, converting, trimming, and fading. You can share directly out of AudioShare straight out to anywhere else you want to go. It's got a built-in high-quality audio recorder that works absolutely beautifully, and it's got my favorite feature, which is this one, the Wi-Fi drive. If, like me, you're sharing large files between a Mac and a PC and an iOS device and an Android device or anything, use this. Use AudioShare. I don't own AUM, and in fact, I'm going to buy AUM right now because I've been told by enough people that I trust enough times that I need AUM and I need to check it out that I'm just going to do it. Now, AUM is a weird one. It is a routing device, it is a DAW, it is a recorder, it does a lot of things, but it's kind of hard to explain. I think that's the reason I've never bought it and I've never done a video on it, is that I find it hard to understand exactly what it does. Jadestar has some great videos on it. I need to go and do my training, but here's the good news. It is only $11.99 at the moment, or here in Australia, that means $17.99. So what do you reckon? I'm just going to buy it. Stay tuned. Prepare for AUM videos here on the channel. I just have to go and watch a bunch of Jadestar videos so I can learn how to use it. LumaFusion. So you know how I said before that when I send, in fact, you know what? Let's show you exactly how I use LumaFusion, because I've got the ability to, I use it on my phone. A lot of people use LumaFusion on their iPad, and it is a great iPad app. Like, it's a great video editor to use right here on the iPad, but I tend to use it on my phone. Why? Because I can use it wherever I am. I can use it on my phone when I'm out walking. Pete here from the future. I'm actually editing this video on LumaFusion right now. Here's the last project that I did actually edit here on the iPad, but I can use it while I'm out walking, while I'm on the bus, while I'm waiting in line, at the hairdresser. Yep, doesn't happen. But LumaFusion on iPhone is very, very cool. So why don't we jump over? So I know this is going to be pretty small because it's portrait mode, and there's not really any way around that to make it bigger, to embiggen it here, because it's got to be portrait. But this is how I do all of my video editing. So what we were saying before is I bring it into AudioShare. So I come here into AudioShare, and what you'll see is I've got this video import. So I'll import the video directly in here, straight from my Mac, and then it's here, it's ready to go. I then go over to LumaFusion, I import that video straight into here, and then I go my hardest. So here's how I edit. I just come in here, and you can see I can do my bottom thirds there, I can do transitions, I can do jump cuts, I can do everything in here. And LumaFusion has a bunch of very, very cool tools, a heap of audio tools that you can use in there to change up your audio and to add different plugins even these days. It's got a whole bunch of cool things you can do. So the motion graphics, so you'll notice that when I have this one here, it brings it up from the bottom. So that's actually using some motion graphics to bring up the thing at the bottom there, and then to drop it back down again. So you can do all sorts of cool things in LumaFusion. It is next level. If you're using iMovie on your iOS devices, look, there's nothing wrong with iMovie, but to get yourself set up right now for $20, you buy it once. And here's the other cool thing. A lot of the video editors in iOS are subscription-based, which means that you have to pay a subscription, or they'll update, and when they do a major update, you have to pay for the new version. The good thing about LumaFusion is you buy it once. I bought it once. Look, I paid about $50 for it. So I bought it at its peak of its price. But for you right now, you buy it for $20 and then you get all the updates forever. AudioKit's Digital D1 synth is a very, very, very cool option. And look, I'm not a synth guy. I'm the first to admit that I am far from a synth guy. I don't use synths a whole lot, but I actually kind of love this one. Patrick from the GarageBand Guide was the first one who put me onto it. And at the moment, not only is it only $5, it is only $3, $2.99 to grab this one. So what does it do? Well, let's jump over here into GarageBand. You can use it standalone, of course, but here in GarageBand, we can add it as an audio unit instrument, which makes it super handy. We can go to the Digital D1 there, and now, if you're like me and you get super intimidated by all the knobs and dials, you probably want to spend a bit of your time here in the presets. So there are a whole bunch of presets. You can even search your presets in here. So you can come in here if you wanted to find. Let's find some cool bass presets, shall we? There you go. We've got the bass face. So we can add that one here. And how cool is that? Listen to that stereo. Epic. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff in here, and I don't have time to go into it in detail here, but yeah, if you're starting out with synth stuff, then yeah, you really can't go far wrong playing around with the D1 for $3. For $3, why not? I know this may be sacrilege, but I also use Cubasis sometimes. I know, I'm sorry, but Cubasis is kind of cool. It is made by Steinberg, and you know that I'm a big fan of Steinberg and their interfaces and a lot of their hardware. But Cubasis over here, the Cubasis 3 on iOS is currently half price. So yeah, ordinarily you pay 50 clams. It is only $24.99. So if you've ever been Cubasis curious, you may want to actually check it out. Why would you use Cubasis instead of GarageBand? Well, you've got more tracks. You've got more ability to do things like automation. You've got more options like time stretching. I, in fact, did a whole song using Cubasis, and there's videos here on the channel. So if you search my name, Pete Johns Cubasis, you'll find a whole bunch of stuff. And what is this song? This was the last time I've actually used it. Is this the song we created? I can't actually remember. There you go. So this was Time McFlyers. So the song that I did under my name, Righty Dokie, we created this all. And Cubasis, you can do everything in here. You know, it's not just about synth sounds and virtual instruments. You can record vocals. 55, late for class, but feeling fine 'cause I have. And again, they've got lots of different effects in here, built in. They've got a lot of different built-in MIDI instruments and cool synth sounds. And there's also all of the Waves plugins that you can use in here, which I still haven't explored in detail. I need to go back and actually start using some of these, because there's some very cool plugins. And I actually got hold of all of these different Waves plugins a while ago. The mixer here in Cubasis is really cool too. So you've actually got yourself some proper faders. You've got full automation. You can change up. You can do everything right here in Cubasis. So we've got some Moog action going on here, and I will say it as Moog instead of Moog, because I got a little bit of guff from folks talking about Moog before. So you've got the Model 15 modular synth. Now this one is going to be a bit costly, but it's $19.99 down from the full $29.99, and this is for your real synth heads. This is for people that want to get into all of the stuff, like the whole analog. Yep, how do you do it? You put chords into other chords, all of that sort of business. So yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted, but if you are into your Moog, and if you're into your history, and if you're into your modular synthesizers, it's definitely worth checking out. Wait, don't freak out too much. What if you just want to taste? Well, this is the one that I actually dig, and I did a video about this recently, the MiniMoog Model D synth. So this one's only $10. So if you want to get your Moog on, and you want a simpler way and a cheaper way, the MiniMoog Model D is pretty darn cool. It's a classic audio analog synthesizer, and it looks pretty cool. Hit the plus button here. Once again, we'll go to an audio unit extension, and where did I put it? The MiniMoog Model D. Here it is. And now these sounds usually blow your head off, so I'm going to have to turn the volume down here. There you go. You've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. And what I normally have shown, well, that's not your preset button. What I normally do is come in here and just play around with a bunch of the different presets here. Like you go the Alien preset. What about some Dirty Trumpet? That was my nickname in high school. Yeah, so Model D, as Thomas Christ says here, yeah, is a very good synth app here. This is another one that I think I'm just going to buy. So the Agonizer Synth. So Agonizer is a monophonic synthesizer designed in collaboration with YouTuber and synth bass expert. You know him as Jakob Hack from Hack Attack. And I actually interviewed Jakob way back when this came out, and I totally thought I'd bought it, and I totally haven't bought it. So I'm going to board it. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to board it. It is $9.99 down from $19.99 right now. So yeah, to support cool people that make cool apps, let's go ahead and buy it, shall we? And there it is. So here in Australia, it is $14.99. Agonizer. It's a bad man thing. I'm just going to jump off the screen here while I hit that purchase button. All right, I am now an owner of the Agonizer synth from Jakob Hack. And who's the developer? Sorry, it is Jakob. He was sort of in there, but the actual developer is Kai Aris. So why don't we just open it up here, because I think you can use it in standalone mode as well. Let's see. There you go. Yes, we'll continue with that. There he is. Look at him. I don't even want to try and be as cool as Jakob Hack. He's the man. It's Jakob Hack's world. We're all just living in it. Oh, you got some new sounds in there. All right, I'll check it out later. Oh, no, I'm not going to rate you right now, Jakob, but I'm sure you're cool. Yeah, I'm going to have so much fun playing with this. I don't know where I'm going here. I'm going to have to watch. I bet Jade Star or someone has done a video on this. I think Jakob's actually done a bunch of. I should probably go watch Jakob's videos. Let's go. We've got some wubs. Jakob's kind of famous for his wubs. So can we find anything with a wub sound? Let's just show. What's the That's the pad. Whoa. What sort of drum sounds have we got in here? What about a kick? All right. Yeah, so fun times ahead for me. And if you're not aware of Hack Attack, Jakob's YouTube channel, then go and check it out. HAQATTAQ. Whilst I'm not a synth guy, you know what I am? A piano guy. And where do I reach for when I want a good piano? Well, I go no further than the Ravenscroft 275. Let's come over here and play it, shall we? So there's nothing wrong with the GarageBand pianos. So the GarageBand pianos are some of their better sounds, especially if you come in here and you use the classical grand. It's a pretty nice sound. Yeah, so you get a good piano sound with that. But the difference with the Ravenscroft is that you've got infinite customizations, and you can really harness it to make it sound like you want it to sound. So if we go to the audio unit extensions, and we're going to go to the Ravenscroft 275. Okay, not super easy to play just on the screen. But here's the cool thing you've got in here. You've got the ability to use the equalizer here to change the timbre of the instrument. How cool is that? Let's turn it up a little bit more. So you can have that sort of more mellow tone of like an older piano, or you can push the timbre up to make it like a really bright concert piano there. And you've got control over your highs, your mids, and your lows here as well. You can adjust the reverb. So not only the amount of decay you get here, so you can pump that one up. Whoop, we lost it. How nice is that delay? Or you can reduce that down, and then you can even change your reverb. So the size of your room, bring in nice big room, and then increase the amount of mixer you put in there. You've of course got a heap of presets here, so you can come in here and go, oh, I want to go with the electric piano. Sounds like my first Casio with that piano sound. Or you can go even like the old jazz piano is one that I really like. So let's see if we can play some jazz chords. There you go. So yeah, a lot of stuff in here. Definitely worth it. If you're a pianist or if you love good piano sounds, the Ravenscroft 275 is 100% where it's at. And at the moment, it is a lot cheaper than you're usually going to find at around about half price on sale right now. All right, last one. I've left something free. You've been watching this whole thing going, I don't have any money to spend, Pete. I just bought the biggest turkey you've ever seen and gobbled it all down. See what I did there? For Thanksgiving, and I got no money left. Well, guess what? You can jump in and grab GeoShred Play. Now, this is another one that I want to spend more time with. All the GeoShred apps are on sale, by the way, at the moment. So the actual GeoShreds, so you can upgrade to the regular one. You can buy the regular GeoShred as well. But if you want to find out what GeoShred is all about and learn a bit about the world of GeoShred, jump on into GeoShred Play. Get it for free. It's very often for free here on the App Store, let's be honest. It's $10, but it goes free, about once or twice a year. So now is the time. If you do nothing else, that I've said here today, jump onto the App Store, download GeoShred Play, and just learn what GeoShred's all about. It may not be for you, but it may be. And if you find it's cool, it has a whole bunch of really cool functions. And again, I highly recommend Jade Starr's channel for learning about GeoShred and how to use it and all the cool things that it does, because I think, it's just a very unique way of using the touch interface. And it's a very cool app. So GeoShred for the win. There you go, 13 apps, all really good quality stuff and stuff that I have now bought and added to my collection. And let's throw it out there. If you think I should buy NanoStudio, let's put it to a poll and let your feelings know down in the comments. Just say NanoStudio yes or NanoStudio no, and then maybe we can experiment.